Even though I'm gonna search this one, the things I want to do in this episode are not exactly what you may think I will do, but you will see. And anyways, no, there are none, so I'm gonna do it. This is how to fight the Spectre Knight. So while you walk across the level 5 mines, you may come across this little ghost, and supposedly he's immortal, so you may say, what? What do you have to do for this? Also, near it there is a door in which if you try to enter, he's gonna block you, so he's literally guarding that entrance. How do we resolve this problem? You see, there is like a corpse of an old knight in that same room, and you can attack it, and that will start the battle against the main entry of this video. It's actually pretty easy, the analysis of this enemy, because only his right arm is gonna do something, which is 33% chance to use horizontal sweep, which is an AoE, which is gonna do like 30 damage on average, 20% chance of cutting off one of your arms, and 30% chance to infecting one of your arms, and 30% chance to infecting one of your legs, and also 33% chance to use vertical sweep, which does 45 damage on average, and 100% chance of cutting off one of your arms, and 33% chance of using another vertical sweep, which does the same damage but is gonna have 100% chance of cutting off one of your legs instead. But you may say, we may just destroy that arm and we're good, right? No, because at the end of the second turn, the Spectre Knight is gonna enter the battle as well. And he's able to do the exact same attacks of the right arm. The only difference, he is immortal. Before discussing strategies, let me clarify one thing. You can escape from this fight after destroying some limbs. That way you have a safe way to escape before the Spectre comes, etc., right? Well, there is a little problem. You know escape plan? Escape plan is a very useful skill in this game, and with it usually you should get increased chance of escaping, right? Well, from how the Spectre Knight battle is programmed, if you have escape plan, you are never gonna be able to escape. Pretty useful, right? So for all these strategies, I'm not gonna talk about it because I'm gonna put myself in the worst case scenario in which you have escape plan on yourself. But remember, if you don't have escape plan, you can still win the fight by destroying some body parts and then escaping the battle before the Spectre comes in, and then you enter once again, you destroy some other parts, and you can repeat this until you win. So what we have to do is being able to defeat the old knight, which is the armor, before the Spectre Knight joins the fight. How do we do this? If you are on Fear and Anger difficulty, all the body parts are gonna have only 20 HP, so you can easily accomplish this by using either a Murky Vial or an Explosive Vial, which are gonna deal more than 20 damage, or you can also use the War Sight, but the War Sight doesn't have the perfect accuracy, so I think it's better if you just use an Explosive Vial or a Murky Vial. But there is a problem. If you go on Terror and Starvation difficulty, all his body parts except the loincloth are gonna have 300 HP. And you may easily understand how this is a problem, because neither the Explosive Vial or the Murky Vial are gonna be able to one-shot him. What I can suggest is, the first strategy I'm gonna suggest you is going in as a tank. You're gonna put the Gaunt Armor, which is guaranteed once you enter Mahabre, and the Salmon Snake, which can be obtained by killing the Salmon Snake. And also I suggest you should have a weapon that deals at least 300 damage on average. At this point, just enter the fight and start destroying first the right arm, and then all the other parts while the Spectre Knight joins and starts to attack you, but you don't care because you have the Salmon Snake, so you're gonna take like 15 damage on average each turn, and you should be able to win. And at that point you can just enter in the Room of Nostramus. Or, if you have the White Angel Soul, which I also suggest should be a good thing that you can get with an empty scroll, you can do a different strategy. I still suggest you should have the Gaunt Armor and a weapon that deals around 300 damage. But what you're gonna do now is, first turn of course destroy the right arm, and keep attacking body parts until the Spectre Knight joins the fight. From that moment onward, you're gonna guard in the normal turns, and you're only gonna attack the armor on the extra turns. That way, with guard, you are guaranteed to not lose your limbs. You are gonna be infectioned. In fact, if you don't have green herbs, this probably is not the perfect method, but it's still a very valuable one. And now you may say, in Terror and Starvation it's probably gonna be easier with more party members, right? No! Because with more party members there is a big problem. Remember when when I said horizontal sweep is an AoE? That means it is able to attack all your party members at once, with a chance to cutting off their limbs and infecting them, so you don't have exactly control over what happens. I would really suggest to not destroying the Spectre Knight with more party members, but if you want to do that, you can either just use pheromones to avoid the vertical sweeps and have only one party member that tanks, or you can do something a little bit tricky, which is destroying the arm on the first turn to be sure he's not gonna attack, and then you just spam the Murky Vials on it. With 3 Murky Vials you should be able to win. Sometimes, such as in this case, you will be unlucky, and as you can see the head remains alive, but I was lucky because I guarded with 2 party members and they only attacked with 1, and he used the vertical sweep on the one that was guarding, so I was safe. And now, there is a very important thing. You see, I lied when I said the Spectre Knight is immortal. It can be killed. It has 10,000 HP. And let's see if it does any benefits, shall we? So, once you enter the battle, I just gave me 3 Eastern Sword, because he's only gonna take damage from cursed weapons, as he's a ghost, and I'm gonna cover this more when I talk about ghosts. Then I take 1 party member that serves as a mid shield, on which one I'm gonna use pheromones, and he's just gonna guard. The other 2 I'm just gonna spam attacks. There is the chance that he's gonna use a horizontal sweep and rip off my arms, but I mean, potentially you're not even supposed to kill him, so I think this is a good trade. What do you think? And after all the pain, it's been like 4 minutes of me just attacking and guarding, etc. You're gonna be able to defeat him. What do you get? Nothing. What does he loot? Nothing. Can you enter the room of Nostramus? No. The presence is still blocking you. Oh, and also, if you enter the fight with the armor after you defeated the Spectre, at the end of the second turn, the Spectre is still gonna appear.